am super happy for this one. You know what to do right now. Get yourself nice and comfy. And let's deal out our first game of the night. Leave your predictions now. Fat stacks and wins. I think we will get 14 fat stacks and 4 wins tonight. And if you haven't already, drop a like, share a thought, and let's get into it. And it wouldn't be a 100th special without a giveaway, of course. And this one is a good one through and through. So, our giveaway winner will receive a Metallics bicycle deck. This one is such a nice one in my opinion. Maybe even the best. If you want a chance at winning this one, just comment 800 and boom, you are entered. Also, for the first time, we are going to have 2 winners, and this one will be the Stargazer 201. Both of them are very nice, so if you want the orange, comment 800. If you want the Stargazer, comment 201. And heck, if you want both, maybe you get really lucky. Comment both. And then of course I will respond and let you know that you've won, and we'll go from there. But for now, let's get into our night and see how we do to start it off. Okay, a little bit worrisome, but there is potential. Okay, at least we have a difference maker right there. If it comes to it, which it looks like it most definitely will. So let's save some time. Drop our 2 and 3 over there. Our third ace. And is that enough to keep us alive in our first game of the night? And it looks like that will be a quick end to our first game. But we gotta start somewhere, and from here, it should hopefully only be upwards. As we had a double queen combo, 3, 6, 5, and 10, holding us back. And we move on to our second game of the night. Let's take a look there's the nasty triple kings to start off the night. Alright, now that we have one game under our belts, let's do our recollection. What was your first video you remember watching? And how many in are you deep? It's always so cool seeing who's been here for like a year, a couple years, and then yesterday, last week. Always neat. And also seeing which video caught your eye that brought you to our journey. And at this point, there are just so many that it's tough to guess. So let that be known, my friend. Game number 2. Here we come. Don't those cherries look so nice in the corner? Ace of diamonds showing up once again. A black 3 would be great, as we have a decent start to our second game. Our third play there. That's not a good start. Blocks us off fairly early of getting any traction. And it looks like that will be the end of our second game already. So a pretty rough start with the Cherry Casino deck. Double 4s, 9, Queen, 7, Jack, and 5. Let's pick them up and see what was underneath this time around. There has to be something nasty again, right? Triple 3s and triple kings back to back games. Well, last game with the cherry deck. Can we clean things up to wrap our 3-game set? Clearly not on that shuffle. I am really excited for our next set through our 800s, because it will be 800s will kind of be a swan song, in a sense, as we conclude to 1,000. And I have a lot to get to. And it's just so exciting looking over to my left on this shelf to all of what we're going to play with soon, as we always try to find some rest and relaxation that's always much needed. Final chance with the Cherry Casino. Let's add a fat stack. What's also a little bit crazy is, if you didn't know, we just had our 99th gum chewing video. We already had our 100th candy and solitaire video. So after the gum chewing, we will just have our snacks and solitaire journey to bookend. And it's just kind of all coming together in a sense. And for me, it's so exciting deciding what to do next. And knowing what's to come later that you don't know about quite yet, but I know you'll enjoy. There we go. Triple threes on the field. Our third play from our hand once again. And it looks like we need a 7 and a red 4. I'm not liking how this is looking though. Ooh, a very rough start to our night, as there's nowhere for that king. Jack, 3, 6, king, and lastly 5. Well, only up from here, I suppose. Not the start we wanted, but this game is so unpredictable that you never know when you're gonna catch fire. Is there anything nasty beneath in our third game? Ooh, triple 7s. Scratch that. Triple jacks and a set of 7s. Damn. Alright, goodbye and good riddance to the Cherry Casino. Looks can be deceiving. And now on to our next deck. See you later. And here we have the Bicycle Autobike number 1 deck. This one is simple and sweet. For those of you who don't know, we have a lost episode series on our member section of the channel, where we have lots of new and interesting decks. We have our own little mini-series, and this is one of our relatively new decks that we had. And I thought a nice warm red would be fitting to start off our night, as we start a little bright, and now we're getting to a darker tone to relax to. And this deck is crisp in its stiffness, but very soft on the plant. There's very good cushioning between the cards, where they almost float. It's surprisingly very well made. Well, will this be the game? We add a stat. And who doesn't like an aged art style to the card? It's just extra cozy. That's more like it. Black 10 would be fantastic. Now a black jack would be great. Wow. Triple eights on our field, as we really need a break in this next round to break the tension. Still triple eights roaming the grounds. Random question. Do you know how to ride a bike? And if you do, when did you learn to ride a bike? Ooh, alright. Red 10, black 9. There's the red 10. There's the third play from our hand, and we earn our first fat stack of the night. With 4 kings on the field, waiting. To get back to that question, for myself, funny enough, I didn't learn to ride a bike until I was 22 years old. And at first, it seemed a bit embarrassing, or shameful, I guess. And then after thinking about it, I realized, what's there to be embarrassed or ashamed about? It's kind of silly when you think about it. stack down. And as a kid, I just never really came around to it, like, not even a skateboard. And I really enjoyed my time spending it with friends and playing sports, triple aces, lots of triplets so far tonight. And the way my city is set up, you don't really need a bike. It's either you have to take a car or walk. And biking is a little bit unnecessary. And the city is not set up for it whatsoever. I always wanted to. I remember when I was 4 years old, or 3 years old, one of those two, I had a tricycle, and it was so fun, or not a tricycle, a kid bike with training wheels on each side. And that was fun, but I only pedaled about 10 feet in the backyard, and from there, there was like nothing else I could do. And my parents were overly protective in a sense of not wanting me to go out and explore at a young age. So I really couldn't be unsupervised or like a latchkey kid. So there's no real motivation or avenue to ride a bike. And even my friends, very few of them knew how to ride a bike or rode a bike. I think it was more skateboarding at the time. Anyway, so when did you learn to ride a bike? And don't feel ashamed if it's when you're older. I think it's kind of cool how everyone has their own experience and upcoming to whatever it may be. And when it's unconventional, it's just unique in a sense. There we go. Never mind. No way. I guess tonight is not our night to have a hot start. We're really gonna have to work for it. That's no issue. It's just that much more rewarding when we do get something positive. Wrong. 8. Double 5s. Double, no triple queens. I feel like I dealt incorrectly. is really bumming me out. It's like, what's that like? It's like going to the store right before closing, and you actually miss getting inside. Like, it's to be expected, but you didn't really expect it to happen, and you kind of deserve it type of feeling. Come on, that too as well. Oh, did we finally have a breakthrough? Do you see it? Come on. There's a 2 and another. Drop that one down. And let's bring this together. Damn. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Nowhere for that 7. Jack. Or 5. Finally. Okay, so 1 king short of a fat stack, and nothing else to build on. We gotta see the mischievous cards left underneath in this one. It's almost impressive how little we did in that amount of time. Oh my gosh, these doubles already. Triple 4s. So every game we've lost, there's been a triplet at least. Last game with this deck. Alright now. So for our next deck, we are going to do a silent set. So if one of you wouldn't mind putting some timestamps throughout the video, that would be much appreciated. Whether it's for the decks or the no talking sections. And our next deck, the focus will be aged. Like we started bright, this one comes down a bit to old, and next shall be aged. And what I just remembered too is that typically when we have a talkative section of games and then go silent, we break through with a victory. Now, acknowledging that, does that change our fate? Or does it make it that much more of a probability? You decide. Oh my gosh, where did this 7 come from? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna fix this. Okay. I figured it out. And this is how it was if I didn't play that 7. So now, we can play normally. nice little turnaround. Alright, black king and some sixes. Oh, I think that is our third play with that ace, so we have to wait for that six. Hopefully we come back to it because that is a fat stack. Waiting. Almost did it again. Almost. Third play. Not the card we wanted to see, but what we got. And there we go. Fat stack number 2 on our night. Just before we get into our silent set. And I think that might be the only thing to celebrate in this one, as there's nowhere for that king. 8, 9, or 9. Stacking can only get us so far. And it will change our fate a little bit. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Double nines with a lack of eights and an ace. That sucks. Without an 8 and without the ace of spades, we ain't going nowhere. So, my friend, despite a comeback, 2 fat stacks is where we stand. So let's grab our next deck as officially nowhere for that 6, no 3 of clubs for that 4. And we move on to our next deck. Dang. But let's see if history repeats itself. Say goodbye to the Autobike number 1 deck as we move to our silent set. games behind now. How many negative stats have we accumulated so far? Like 7, 8. That's dreadful. But now, hopefully, all up and up. For a great value, let's get into game number 10. Because my goodness, we need something sweet. By the way, doesn't the background on these cards give you like a early 2000s, like Chuck E. Cheese, Boomers, John's Incredible type carpet look? It does for me. Anyway, I really enjoy the back design on this. Double sixes, double eights, then we're back in some trouble. The Ace of Spades has been very pesky tonight. Alright, sevens. Yeah, sevens. The biggest thing we need is a red 7 to clear up some of our mess as we get another repeat card. And I will be honest with you here. To perfectly capture my expression in our last game, here it is. Exactly. Anyway, doesn't look too bad at the moment. A red 7 and a red 10 would still be nice as we receive 1. Oh, another repeat. And our second red king. Repeat. We need that black queen at the end. If not, our fate may be set in this one. Show us a red queen. Red queen, come on. Rats. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. We just missed it again. Nowhere for that jack. 8, 10, and jack. We can play that too. But beyond that, another tough, mischievous defeat. Game number 11 coming up. Doesn't it feel like I know this could be completely wrong, but our 100 specials have been very unfortunate, as what's a little, not frustrating, noteworthy about our losses is that they're not nice losses. They're pretty dang brutal with how many triplets are left behind. Like there's no real feeling of, oh, we're gonna win this one. It's just, oh, can we make enough plays to have a chance? It's like we're down by a couple runs in the first, or let's say 6 runs in the first, 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes of the first quarter, 2 goals in 5 other metaphors and analogies. Oh, come on. It was a little bit sweet until double jacks and 6s came up. Ordinarily, not a problem, but the fact they're both black and both red really threw a cog in our plans. Triple jacks on the field. Like, despite our position with aces and plays, it doesn't feel like we're going anywhere in this one. But let's hope that feeling is incorrect. Alright, let's keep the hope alive for a fat stack over there. As much as I really want to just make that 2 disappear. Okay. Okay. Like, that's such an uncomfortable spot to be in. Alright, 7, 4, 4 once again. Queen. And 3, nowhere to go. Let's play this too. Alright. Doesn't do much for us, honestly. So we'll play that 3, 8, king, queen. Take a step back. 7. Thank the solitaire heavens. We have a fat stack. Our 4th of the night. Coming to this king. let's stack them up for the first time and then get on to our first victory shuffle. Whoa. And here we go. All of these spades in order, ace to king, with all of the clubs. Next, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Oh, this is gonna be chunky. Chunk City. You know what? That's not too bad. Oh, that's actually, that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. 1 pair, 2 pair, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of 26 paired up. That's what I'm talking about. Final game with this deck. Let's see what it pulls through. Alright, we're good. Sorry, I was too busy listening to the sounds of this deck shuffle. It's a bit firmer, with a glossier finish, so it has a nicer, sharp sound to it. Alright, a black queen would make us feel really good about this one early, wouldn't it? I swear these two come in a pair so often. Right, typically, I don't like this cadence of play, where we only do one at a time for a bit. It's always suspicious. Black 8, red 7. Black king. do something for us. Black 9, red 7. A pesky 2. And a pesky 4. But I think we got something on this one. Fat stack number 6. Third play, and here we go. Nowhere for that 5, 9, or 10. Let's keep the clubs and diamonds together as we try to work out of this little mess. Okay. I mean, diamonds and spades. Another damn 8. And I think that damn 8 cost us the game. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Look at that. 4 8s on the field. And yet we still have a chance to come back in this one. Oh no. Nowhere for that 5. And nowhere for that 9. We were in it till the end, but it sure didn't feel like it, did it? It felt like we're gonna win, and then brick wall. Alright, on to our next deck. Deck number 5. Ace of Spades. Missing in action once again. Just a bunch of misfits right there. Superior brand, classic back. Next, the reversed back, blue. Now this deck also came from our Lost Episodes series, and the reversed back like this are some of my favorite decks from those journeys and series because they're really soft and the front really has a nice soothing palette in my opinion. So let's get ready for our 13th game of the night. We stand at 6 fat stacks, 1 win. we need is one fat stack and one more win before we're done with this deck to be on pace for 14 fat stacks and 4 victories. Can we do it? I swear if I see the Ace of Hearts, I'd be happy, but the clubs and hearts have some sort of entanglement with each other. Aces anyway. Well, that might be a good sign what's to come. Despite all of those repeat cards, we might be onto something. But one thing is blaringly obvious. Did you pick up on it yet? Okay. Well, it seemed to be a nice start, but that quickly changed. Here we go. Nowhere for that 8. There is somewhere for that 8. We need a white jack right now, and we fail to get it. So now, with 100% certainty, we are done, as there's nowhere for that 8, 10, queen, and lastly 9. You ready? I think you probably got it by this point, but just in case you didn't, it's time for our second set of the night to our negative stats. As we had triple jacks, and give it a moment as we receive our final in the set. And was that our first set of the night as well? The jacks. Man, oh man. just how crazy it's been so far with these games. Like, it's been such a shock in a sense. The amount of triplets and then sets that I haven't really thought much about out of our 800th video for Solitaire. And yeah, we'll get into that soon. Alright, nice start. Black 7. Where are you at? I said black, not white. Again, I said black, not white. That might lead to a premature ending to this one, as there's nowhere for that king. Second king, queen, 10, 4, and 7. Wow. Like I'm telling you, it's either we have no shot and we're down by a lot early, or it's like that's like the best case scenario, that we're clawing back. Not one game has felt smooth yet. What's the damage? What's the negative stat? Triple eights. And that's it, surprisingly. Already, our final game with this deck, the soft baby blue, isn't giving us some soft sweetness to do. And just to go back, I think I touched on this a little while ago. It's like when you shuffle a deck, sometimes it feels right. And it feels good. So far tonight, nothing's really felt like it's good or it's gonna click. Whether it's how it comes off the fingertips, how it goes when I spread it and cut it in half before the riffle, they all feel wrong in a sense. Now what does that mean? Who knows? That last shuffle was the best feeling one out of all of the ones I just did right now. But that doesn't mean it's good. Let's see if it can prove us wrong as we search for at least a fat stack. And a win would be nice to get us back on track. Black Queen once again. sure if that's it. That might be it. Double black 3. 4. King. I think it is. King. 8. And wow. The first half is officially done. And you know what? Thank goodness. Because we need something new. Not a single card was flipped. What's the damage this time? My guess was gonna be aces. Triple aces. Scratch that. We've got a set of aces. Triple twos. Alright. Yeah. Let's put them back. We officially hit the halfway marker. And let's go back to a simpler type of deck for hopefully some simpler games. The amazing deck. It is just simple and sweet, to put it nicely. Really enjoyable. Front to back. Alright, so first half of the night could have gone better. But it's not how you start, but how you finish. So let's hope for a strong second half to build on 1 win and 6 fat stacks. I think we have a pretty strong lineup to help us with that. And just in case you're wondering, we will go to another silent section after this deck. But first, let's see what this deck has to offer for game number 16. At least we start with an ace, and our doubles aren't the same color. So something to work with and be positive about. Red 8, a 10. Black 6. No, a red 6 would be fine. Now be honest now. How many of you were contemplating commenting a pun about this deck? It's okay. I think we all thought it. Okay, here we go. Red 8, red 7, red 3, and a black 10. once again, the ace of spades eludes us to start off the second part of our night. Now we're for that 8-6 double queen 7. Make that killer queens to start this one. Not another play to make. 8-7, repeat there. Well, well, well. Right where we left off. Oh, come on now, don't tell me we start with the... There it is, triple tens to the negative stats on our night. You know what, it just takes 2 games to really change our outlook on this. You know what? Let's use this second half, the start of the second half, to just kind of celebrate 800 solitaire videos. I think I say this every special. I never expected to get to 100. Couldn't even think about 800. And then a while ago, a little while after the hundreds, I thought, you know what? Why not make it 1,000 and make that the goal for the channel? First YouTube channel to do so. And it makes it kind of fun as well. So 800. It's kind of crazy to think about. All of our new decks to the collection. All of our wins and inevitable losses. Okay. Somewhat similar start to our last. We have a couple doubles, but they are different colors. The ace of spades shows itself. Is that a good omen or a bad omen? And something I've noticed when we start our games so far tonight is that right off the bat, when we draw from our hand the first card we need to play, but instantly is blocked under 2. Triple tens. This is hilarious at this point. But 800 is just kind of the accelerating mark for myself that we're going to just, I think that was our third play, get to the finish line way sooner than anticipated. Or at least it's gonna feel like it. So, I'm excited, but I know as soon as we get through midway of the 800s, I'm gonna feel a little sad about it too. But it's still something worth enjoying and taking it one step at a time. And for our current step, let's get a dang win and some fat stacks. Alright, red 7, black 7. Well, we're gonna get the combo next round. Show us some kings as we have triple 8s now on the field, plaguing the grounds. 7 would be amazing. Well, I said it'd be amazing, not probable. Come on, you know what? We didn't play it yet. And we're gonna have to play it. We're keeping the fat stack chance alive, my friend. I know we could play it, but it might benefit us to not play it. Black 7. So we don't have a fat. Oh, we do have a chance. If we get a red 2. Okay. So that 5 stuck for the most part. Alright, my friend, fat stack number 8. And it's time to build. How much? Probably not a lot. That is almost it. 3, 4. Without the 2 of spades or the 3 of clubs, we can't do much. With not doing much, nowhere for that 5, nowhere for that 6. We climb to 8 fat stacks on the night. I just remembered the count. A better feeling game, not ideal, but a step in the right direction. 8 fat stacks, we're back on track for 14. Yet, wins need a catch up. That face is my mood right now after these games. Tired, a bit fatigued mentally, but still willing to keep going. It doesn't feel right yet. And the more I acknowledge it, the less and less likely it feels that it's gonna hit that sweet spot. That one felt iffy. Black 3, black 5. Interesting spacing to start this one. Again, the club and heart coming out together. And the 2 twos. Oh well, never mind. I saw that incorrectly. making it hard to keep a fat stack chance alive. You know what? Never mind, we'll do that after our silent round. I was gonna say we'll just play aggressive. This feels like a slow burn, but I think that burn might get a little hot, if you know what I mean. Wrong 6. Alright, I think we're done with what we could do on our hand at the moment, as there's nowhere for that 10, queen, 6, jack, and 8. We open up one door. I don't think that helps. It does not. And seemingly our last chance. Alright, we're in this still. So we play this 8. Go back to our first jack. That's a tough decision right there. You know what? We have to take the risk at this point. We will not be playing that 10. Now, where the heck are the 7s at? Damn. It doesn't help our case. It might help us to not play it, which it will. Give us a 7. Oh my god. It is quite unbelievable how we haven't managed a 7. And I know I'm tempting fate how I'm playing. Red queen. We have not been right yet with our guesses or wishes. Jack and 6 nowhere to go. After all of that, we still elude a fat stack, but there's a chance at a little bit more. But the chance is quickly dead. No 4 of diamonds, no 4 of clubs, no 3 of spades or hearts. It is ridiculous how this is happening to us. you, but I'm gonna be in a silent trance of reflection these next games. The maze deck leaves us bewildered and confused. Alright, here we go. of the night. Maybe this deck will finally clear things out. Still triplets, and then sets of 4 quadruples just eating us alive. Dang. Even that last game we did, it felt fishy. And it's so hard not to have an attitude when it's so unbelievably against you. It's like rolling a dice 50 times and you're just trying to get a 6, and the best you get's a 5. But you get a whole bunch of 1s, the complete opposite of what you're trying to get. It's something special, that's all I gotta say. Well, 5 fat stacks for our goal. 3 wins off of our goal. Fat stacks still seems doable. Wins more and more unlikely. But we've been on some crazy streaks before. We don't even need to get that good of a streak. It can happen. Come on, Red Queen. That works. We'll take it. So, at the moment, I will do whatever it takes. Oh my gosh, double queens. Black queens at that. To get us a win. So we're getting aggressive if necessary. Triple queens, even if momentarily. Another nagging triplet. Red 7, black 9. That's a black 7. There's the red one. And there's another red 7. I swear we had like 4 7s in that bunch. Triple 5s. Fantastic. There's the other 7, my bad. No way. That is so ridiculous. Did it not seem like we had an extra 7? So there's nowhere for that king. That is a 9, not a 7. Nowhere for that 9. Okay, that's a 9, not a 7. Nowhere for that 6. That's a 7. That's a 10. And son of a bitch, we are getting destroyed deck after deck. Triple 5s, what triplet awaits beneath? If we don't have one, I will be absolutely shocked. Oh, triple 4s. Those 7s and 9s are terrible. And surprisingly, that's it. We gotta keep an eye out for that. You know what? We have to at this point. Let's wash a shuffle. Maybe that's all that we needed. What do you think? This one actually feels pretty good. 8 games left, by the way. No reason to be worried yet. And what did I say? I said this one feels like it's gonna be a good game. We start with triple aces. Now this can easily go south. But let's see if the feel is real. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Double sixes, double jacks, double tens, and now all 4 aces with double eights. Trust me, it's a 9. I triple check that. Alright. Red 7. Red 4. Black king. There's the black king. And that might open the door this next round ever so slowly. Red 9. for that 5, 10, 9, or 6. Well, the feel isn't real. Triple kings, double eights, double sixes. If we were to have been aggressive, just a reminder that's a 9 and not a 7. It would have made us lose out on a couple plays. Still tough, but a fat stack. But we're searching for something a little more than that. A lot more at this point. Is there anything dirty? Barely missing the dirty. Alright, come on. Final game with this deck. What makes it feel good, like after you deal, or right before dealing, is when all of the cards align smoothly, but constantly throughout the night, there are a couple jagged edges along the sides that don't make it sit well. You think we have a chance at 20 fat stacks? Lovely. No card playing off of itself, all independent besides that 10. Double aces. Double tens. Why not throw down that king? That's a 9 and 8. Double sixes as well. That is another 9. Right, we're gonna need a red 7 to be able to do anything in this game. If we can't get it, we are S-O-L. Yeah, S-O-L. 30s. A 9, once again. Well, seriously, this is insane. cannot be played on either of the aces. Double tens, double sixes, double eights. It's a damn shame. And I know there's a negative stat under here. Triple sevens. But not only are there triple sevens. Okay, triple kings, I knew that one. Are there really 4 sevens underneath? And you can bet your left and right cheek on that one. 4 sevens, triple kings. What did we do? What did you do? I don't know. Nothing's making sense tonight. Well, conflict. Got that right. Next, the Gentleman Thief deck. I like this one. But will it like us is the real question. I sure hope so. A nice green Third Way Industry deck. Always enjoy the art styles on these. 6 games left. 4 fat stacks possible. 3 wins unlikely. Like right there, ridge, ridge. They're not coming together well. Like after that, another ridge. And almost after every shuffle, there is an unpleasant ridge right there that time. Could barely tell. When typically, it is incredibly smooth. And right there, 2 ridges. Let's just shuffle this one until there isn't a ridge. You know what, that's close enough. It wasn't smooth, but no ridges, so we got that part down. Will this game treat us like a gentleman or rob us like a thief? I could do similes all day. This color is refreshing after those darker tones. Oh no. Okay. Decent spacing, there is variety. Potential for plays. Is anyone else hungry right now? Usually, when we have a long episode, I don't eat for a while beforehand. And I think because I was doing some exercises, I made myself more hungry than I should be. As that's our third play. And it's been growling a lot. You know that feeling where pretty much you kind of have to be careful with how you say something or you're going to start gurgling. I think you know. Let's risk it. Oh. Damn. Double damn. Triple damn. And fat stack number 11. I'm pretty sure. And our third play there. I don't know about this one yet. Third play. King 5 8. Give us a queen. Ever so kindly. That's not what we wanted, but it's what we got. Four with nowhere to go and a 3 with nowhere to go. And the cruelty of this game. We're just missing a fat stack there. And of course, oh wait a second. This play does nothing for us besides put us in a hole further and further. But miraculously, we're still making plays. Alright, surprising turnaround. But our fate lies beneath this card. Oh my gosh. The 2 of hearts. 9 of diamonds. Can we get to the 9 of diamonds? We don't have the 7 of spades. Can we bring back the 4 of diamonds or 4 of spades? No, we cannot. And once again, we're there. But access denied. We got robbed. Tragic, tragic, tragic endings. That felt like our second game with this deck. I know it wasn't, but they're getting draining. It's like you get so invested. You think we're gonna finally snap out of it. They kind of tease you with the fat stack and throw it at you. But then the wind, they just yank it away right when you're about to grasp it. 1 some soup. What's your favorite soup? Comment it below. Confuse people. Just looking at the comments and wondering why someone put tomato bisque or lobster bisque. Tomato cream broccoli cheddar. But don't put the word soup. Asparagus soup actually doesn't sound bad. It was such an interesting cliche. Asparagus is supposed to be gross, but I think it's one of the tastiest vegetables out there. And it's always like $5 to $7 at the supermarket, unfortunately. But when it drops down to like $1 or $2 a pound, you know I'm gobbling that up. And yes, we're over 2 hours into this video, and we're talking about asparagus. Give me a second, I need to rub my eyes as I'm beginning to see double. Dang it, I made myself really hungry talking about asparagus. I bet you I could eat 3 pounds of asparagus, no problem. Drop that king out of the way. Green 6. Come out of the hiding. We need a red king, I'm sorry. There you go. Thank you for listening and answering the call. Alright, not a great situation, but not terrible. We got the red king. Now can we get the green queen again? Poop. I think we did though. Never mind, I thought wrong. So at the moment, nowhere for that 8, 4, king, or 7. We throw away the diamonds, and we get a spade. We play that 4. And we go one more. 8, nowhere to go. King. And a 7. And once again, inches 1 card away from a fat stack. Yet we are aggressively denied. Now we're for 8, king, or 7. This time it's the ace of clubs, MIA. WTF. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't think I've ever said WTF before. I don't even think I've typed it really, or texted it. Have you ever, I bet some of you said it unironically, just because you didn't want to say a bad word. No triplets. time, we knock at the door, and there's somebody mumbling to himself with something in his hand on the other side. Final game with this deck. Can we catch a win? I sure hope so. Anyway, potato soup, clam chowder. Now, isn't it interesting how I'm guessing this is going to be the same for some of you? But when I was younger, I despised seafood, but I enjoyed clam chowder. And I just like clam chowder on its own. There was this restaurant called Sweet Tomatoes that went out of business and is back in like one location right now, where they would have pretty much a buffet style salad, super salad type of thing. And I would probably have 3 bowls of chowder like that big, and that's it, with probably 3 plates of salad. And I miss it. But the point being, you don't like seafood, but you'll eat clam chowder. And I'm not talking like I put bacon and cheese and stuff in it. I just went chowder. I did put bacon in it, but it then felt like dirty, you know? It's like having a meat lover's pizza and putting ranch on it. Or, wait a second. What's another similarity? I don't know. I think that's the easiest way to put it with where my current mental state is right now. With you, I am just making a whole bunch of facial expressions behind the camera. Like pleasant, like, I don't know, it's tough to describe a facial expression when it's easier to show it. Oh, something tells me we shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're fine. We're just not going to put that one down at the moment because there might be a red king looming, waiting for his moment to pounce. There he is. Is it going to happen once again? We have fat stacks lined up, but they'll be snatched. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, just in case, let's see if there's a red king. I think one of the best ways to put this is mildly frustrating. We did it. Fat stack number 12, I assume. hot potato. And that jack. Fat stack number 13. I assume. Oh, damn it. Alright, so it looks like we're stuck with an 8, a jack, and a 10. Now, by the looks of what's in our hand, I don't think we're gonna make it. And I could say that definitively now that I see what's in our hand. We earn a couple of fat stacks, but a couple of fat stacks is all we're gonna get, as we can only build up till that 4. Oh my gosh, this game, so fun, so frustrating, just, wow. We move on to our final deck of the night. We are one fat stack away from our goal, and we have to win every game now to reach our win goal. Let's see if we could do it. The gentleman thief bids farewell as we get wild with the crayons deck. It's been messy tonight. Very messy. I like this deck quite a bit. I've liked a lot of these decks, but they did not like us. How will we conclude matters in our 800th special? We had a win like 4 times. Not really, but we were on the brink of a win 4 times. Four times we went out to the grocery store for a snack run, and 4 times we were a minute too late. And let's touch on that real quick, another random thought. Okay, so I'm someone who likes to stay up late, obviously. So I like to go to the stores later when there are less people, so I don't have to wait and spend as much time in line. So I don't like to be at a store before, like 20 minutes before it closes. But when you show up to a store like 15 minutes before it closes, and the people at the front say, hey, you can't come in, that's irritating. Even at 5 minutes, it's irritating when they tell you you can't be in the store that's in business operating hours. Because they just want to clock out on the dot. I don't understand that. Anyway, just a little pet peeve. I'm not saying I'm there. Like at, oh my gosh, my eyes blurred again. I'm not saying I get there 10 minutes before. It's just, when it's even half an hour, and they're pushing you out, that's dumb, in my opinion. In stores that have done that, I have stopped shopping at because of the stupidity, in my opinion. Alright, strong start for what it is, double tens. Double tens. instantly crap the bed. Double sixes, double eights, double tens. Triple tens. Momentarily, but we receive our fourth ace. Red five. I think we have one in our hand, hiding. But it's gonna be hard to get to. And I think we got to it. Five, and that is, I believe, our 14th fat stack of the night. And another five for the heck of it. Why not? As we inch towards a potential victory, we're clearing up the field. We've got a lot of cards in our hand. We have aces for insurance. All right, give us a king. Well, this is getting a little bit interesting in how we're stacking stuff, wouldn't you say? Something tells me we shouldn't have done that. Let's find out what happens. We'll let that be for the moment. Okay, we have to. Drop that five. Queen. Three and a 10. Nowhere to go yet. Drop over that two. Throw that three and that king. Flip over that 10 and my friend. I believe that is our 15th fat stack of the night. And if I see that correctly, make that our 16th as well, as we get our final king. We're not going to see that 10 for a while. We know a 9's under that card, so I think there's a chance we still reach our goal of 4 wins. Win number 2. Fat stacks number 16, 17. I lost count already. We are ending well. Two games to go. spades, ace to king, with the clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Victory shuffle, take two, game number 28. Oh, these are stiff. Oh man. But we have a strong recovery, so let's see how many pairs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Isn't that the same amount as our first time? Interesting. Well, 2 games left. I think if we get 2 fat stacks, we'll be good. But we're shooting for those wins. We reached the fat stack goal. Not anything for a win. But what's kind of funny is sometimes working for fat stacks is the only way for you to get a win. Like, for a better average, I should say. Because sometimes, obviously, if you make a play early on at 2, you can make it seem like you have a better chance of winning in the short term. But in the long term, just going slower through your hand gets you a chance to play each card through your hand on the field for more play potential as opposed to just sticking it and going. I think the difference is probably 60% fat stack to 40% just not caring in what will give you a higher win percentage. But that metric is not impossible to tell, but requires a large enough sample size to really give a true estimate. At least they're different colors. Oh, thank God. Thank the Solitaire gods for that king. expect? I have no idea. Don't you dare check how much time is left on this video, because we will go in blind together. As always, it is incredibly fun just hanging out and relaxing, playing some games with you. Can we come out with a little bit of sweetness in the end after a bitter and tart, pretty much entire episode special? Let's find out. Here we go. But fat stacks, we're good. I think we averaged about a fat stack every 2 games at this rate. Not the best, but over as many games as we played, that's acceptable. Black 7, red 8, red 6. There's the black 7. Where's the red 8 and the red 6? Oh my gosh, it's meant to be. It is meant to be. We're winning this one. We are 100% winning this one. If we get a red 7, then it's like in stone that we're winning this as we drop another king, a queen. There's our red 7. Let's do it. And things are getting interesting. Let's just keep going with our feeling. There we go, our third play from our hand. Ooh, that is something I hope doesn't come back to us. But you have to take chances. Okay, we have to. 2, 3, 4, and a 6. So obviously, we're missing some key points, as there's nowhere for that jack, nowhere for that queen. 4, unfortunately, 7. And let's do one more look. We started hot, but we just couldn't keep up the heat. Jack, queen, 4, 7, 10, and a 5. Nowhere to go. Just missing the plays we need to keep ourselves alive. Well, that's Solitaire for you, my friend. 800 episodes officially down. Let's see the cards lurking beneath in this final game, as we have a couple of 2s, as my stomach is going wild, and surprisingly no triplets. I'm tired of seeing double 10s, I'm telling you that right now. That was irritating with those 2s, but that is our special. It was incredibly fun, no matter the outcome. A special one at that. Next step is 9. 800 for our special. And let's bring back what led us through our 800th episode as we bring the crayon, the thief, some conflict, some gold. What a night, my friend. And now let's center it a bit better than it was before. That's it. I'm excited